we are in Amsterdam and we're having some issues with getting set up. It looks like the police don't want us to set up, but Jason has taken some time to talk to the police officer and it seems that we've appeased him. Please like and share to make more aware if you haven't done so already. This is an international awareness drive today out on the streets of activism. We've got UK, American, European people all merging together, all unifying. We've got Iru Landucci, he's out here today as well. Dave Murphy's here as well. Myself, Jason of the DITRH.
Possible, what's it, control? It might be the systems that they want to dumb us down and keep us tightly under their thumb, paying their taxes like good little slaves we are. You know, like, so it could be control. It could be, as you say, they're hiding God. It could be. So they could be hiding God. So it could be that. There's so many different whys, but my why might not be. You might not relate to that why. It might not be for you. I could never convince you on the why. So let's think about, are we living on a ball or a flat plate? Okay? So, what do you think your proof is that you live on a ball? Why do you think that you live on this ball?
Well, I can tell you first why I don't think that we were on a flat earth.
Okay. Why do you think you're on a ball?
Well, the point is that I'm not the one trying to convince you that you're the flat. Basically, you are here.
That's what they are.
Telling people how to squat. So,
that's where we are.
but you have to bring an argument that I can trust with, and basically, I'm a man of science, so I normally tend to.
So you think it were accidental? Where we came from? Nothing. We were basically a soup. Let's say I have this image already. I've already got this image, but it's no cloud. And then we look at the Doppler. We get the clouds and we put them on here. We give it to you.
Possible? I would say now as an adult, you can challenge that now. You know, you have the ability to critically think.
Prove it. And how? As a person, you don't have the material, you don't have the capacity to go in.
You're right. That's not helpful.
From upstairs and see how the earth is doing or developing.
We are sending our urban balloons up.
Yeah.
So we're sending high altitude balloons up. And look at this. Level, level, level. The higher that we can send in this up.
It's good. It's really good. And I just love the fact that you've got Iru, you've got Jeranism, you've got guys from Sweden. No, I agree.
Sorry, have you gone to the Southern Hemisphere yourself? Have you been there yourself? Because we've got friends, but have you been there first hand? Okay.
Well, they are coming out and telling us now.
Yeah, maybe then you're high enough to see it.
But that's the point. You're not meant to see any of that. It's over the. There's a mathematical formula that is over the curvature. 300 feet.
And where
300. Well, look. Stood there. And based on that elevation, 300 feet should be over the curvature. We're saying that it's worth challenging it. You've never challenged it.
And you start with this shit. in times
But
where
you
fascism,
live on the
where-
ball.
where-
You believe that you live on the ball.
Wait.
And we're trying to
Listen to me.
Well, I'm trying to.
Dude,
You're sitting
How ignorant must one be?
I'm not giving anything. So you have a belief system. Is it a belief system?
I fly around the globe.
So again,
Fly
when you're in a
circle.
tube,
Yeah, I fly in a circle.
so in a tube, and that tells you that you live on a ball. How? I'm asking how. How does that tell you?
Planes don't adjust for curvature. Fact.
Why would a plane adjust to curvature?
There's the ball.
Do some more research. Can you do that?
Research? You mean the research you do in YouTube with all your other crazy friends where you meet
Well,
up
you
with?
believe in gravity, that you've got no proof. Do you believe in Santa Claus? Maybe the tooth fairy.
What do you mean with no proof? You're standing without gravity, you would float away. You know why you have a Boris Johnson and they have a Donald Trump? You know why?
Go on.
Think about that.
Oh, that's it.
I have to go.
Because the puppet masters wanted them in place. We were there.
Yeah.
But nice talking to you.
So do you think that it's interesting that we are moving towards, if it's taking all the way to the air, it's like relative density, isn't it? So,
We've got all of the cards for David. So we'll be handing some of these out. Dave, I handed about 50 of these out. I'll hand out some more.
Okay.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
I'm really proud of what we've achieved. So we're going to wrap this up now. Goodbye, whoever it is. There you go. Bye.
Say goodbye to everyone. We'll see you in Dallas.
Tomorrow is 2 locations. We've got Ghent and we've got Brussels. So we've got 2 locations tomorrow.
Oh, that's been fun. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for showing us that, Jason. I was loving that. I don't know about everybody else, but I, for one, was loving getting to see the perspective of the cameraman. Shout out to UK Truth 2222, I believe, Jace. Yeah, is that
yeah, James. James
yeah,
put that together. Yeah, he's done a good job. He has. Well done, James.
Who's that lovely girl sat there? That looks like a camper van she sat on, Jason. Chat room. Do you recognise that lovely lady?
Looks very familiar.
How you doing, darling?
I'm good.
Yeah? Who are you on the camper van there with?
I'm here with Jack.
Hello
Jack
to all truth seekers and hello to all space bubbles.
I love it. How you doing, Jack, darling? Oh, how
I'm
you
doing very well.
Yeah? I can't tell
Yeah.
you what a monumental effort you have given yourself to the tour. You literally have turned up and prayers have been answered for you. You've been the thing that has made this tour glue together. We've had so many driver issues and participant issues. You literally turned up like a prayer that's been answered, Jack. How have you found it so far, my darling?
Thank you very much. And you are the ones who gave me the will.
Ah, you see,
No problem.
and this is what I'm saying. You are the silent majority, Jack. You turned up at Amsterdam and you said, "Here I am. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, and I'm standing up and being counted." The chat room's giving mass shout outs. Do you remember Ruben from Amsterdam?
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
literally said in the chat room, "What's up, Jack?" He's giving you ratings in the chat room. Shout out from
What's
Ruben.
up to all of you?
Coffee Paul says, shout out Jack as well. Massive shout to you, my darling. How have you found driving the camper van so far?
Splendid. It's a nice vehicle, smooth. It's large, but it's nice, very nice, warm.
Have a lot of people been looking at the camper van? Have you seen a lot of eyes on the camper van?
Everyone. We when we arrive in any town, it's so smacking. Just to pass through. You see it when you drive. There are the people stops. The people are like, what is this? It is wow, in a way unexplainable, because it's so obvious, and we are so we pump up so much. We smack just to drive past. We smack.
That's it. Just the presence of the camper van alone is awakening people. And I've just got word from Tammy just now that one of the biggest advertisements on the camper van, Globebusters, they are live just now, I believe, and they're sending love and support to you right now from Globebusters
Thank you
Live.
So thank you all. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the love and support.
I feel all the support.
Oh, that's good. That's the general idea, Jack. That is the general idea. How is camper life, though? How is life on the camper van? How is the camper van living doing? How are you guys surviving in there?
Yeah. In my point of view, is my dream in a way come true. Even in that, I was wishing for the last 5 years to go on a road trip with the van like this.
Wow.
So it's for me, it's
manifested it.
you know, how could I say? I have interesting life so far, but this here is another level, extra level. I feel much more powerful, or how should I say?
Empowered, Jack. Yeah. You feel empowered. Yeah. I get what you mean. You feel like you're not just doing the sights and scenes. This is a just cause. You're doing this with purpose.
Yeah. It's like I can recharge in 2 hours.
Wow.
It's like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Like yesterday, like I said, I slept only 5 hours, and my attention was about 8 or 10, but it wasn't possible. If you are once awake and you can't sleep anymore,
but the adrenaline's going all the time.
You will stand up. Yeah, I don't know all. The first thing is love, I'm sure, because I feel it. Then it's all other things.
I'm glad you said that, Jack, because I put a black and white sticker above the cooker that says love on it. If you look above the cooker,
I watched it every day. I see it every day, and just to look at it, wow.
Yeah, that came from my daughter. My daughter gave me that to take to the camper van. She said, put that on the camper van and remind everybody that is what it's all about. And I've just got a shout out from the awesome video maker from the video that we just played, UK Truth 2222. Just gave a shout out in the chat room. And we're going to play that video later on again in the stream for anyone that missed that at the beginning. So I'm going to come back to you again in a minute, Jack. And now I'm going to pick Lisa's brain, because Lisa, do you know what? I'm gutted we didn't get the chance to do this last night, because we could have spoken to Lee as well. So you're going to have to speak on behalf of yourself and Lee, because you and Lee and Jack and Igor, I know he's there somewhere. Shout out Igor. Shout out Igor.
Yeah.
Massive shout out Igor. Hey, Igor. How you doing, my darling? Thumbs up to Igor, everybody. Big thumbs up to you.
I am very good.
Good.
I feel.
Good.
So, he's helping us in so different ways, but his English, mine English is not.
You're doing great, Jack. I'm telling you,
but,
you're doing great.
His English is unfortunately he never learned, he never speak, so he maybe now understand just yes or no, or some words we learn with him. So, but it's hard, you know, for
bit by bit.
Yeah,
you guys have already been through a massive amount since Amsterdam. Jason, I won't take over completely from you, because I know you just sat there like an observer right about now. But
Okay.
you guys have been through a few locations. Jason, I don't know if you can assist us in stepping through, because we haven't even had a chance to actually vocalize how we found Amsterdam. Because as I said, just at the beginning of the stream, if you guys could indulge us for a minute, how did everyone find Amsterdam? Jason, I want to start with you.
Your voice has gone a bit weird.
Yeah, your mic's gone.
Oh, that's so lovely. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What can
No, I think it's okay again, maybe.
Yeah?
Is it?
Okay, hold on. Maybe you might need to...
Yeah, Lolita.
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, it's gone better.
So I'm hoping I can go through with everybody how they found Amsterdam. Jason, how did you find Amsterdam? If you can summarize it in a minute, and the feeling of saying goodbye to the camper van, because for me that was a moment. I was a bit tearful saying goodbye to Jack and Igor and Lisa. How did you find Amsterdam?
Yeah, no, it was fantastic, Amsterdam. Bit of it was an eye opener for myself. I was looking forward to Amsterdam. I think just when we first arrived and people were there waiting, you know, like Diddy was there waiting with open arms, and you know, that was really good. And then the second that we stopped, the camper van immediately became this hub immediately, and people started turning up, and it was almost like the window was open and people were asking for onions for that. So no, it was fantastic, and it was, for me, it was the camaraderie around the hub of the camper van. You know, like it was it just become like this fantastic meeting place. It's fantastic. Getting on to the actual activism part of it. We shouldn't miss out the actual convention. Diddy and Gary did a great job on the convention. It was fantastic. It was straightforward. It was easy. It was I mean, getting there was it was a little bit of an effort. It wasn't too bad. I didn't think, and it was okay. It pissed down, didn't it? It absolutely.
You know what? It rained pretty much non-stop the whole weekend.
It did. It just, I mean, that the heavens opened so bad, you know, like, so that was a struggle. But like the convention part of it, yeah, no, it was fantastic. What a great auditorium. It was, you know, the way it was all presented, it all on levels, everyone was on levels. It was, it was fantastic. Some great speakers there. Paul did a fantastic speech, I thought. Presentation, I should say. It was really good, that was. And obviously there was many other speakers that did really well as well. Shouldn't leave them out.
Sorry.
Amsterdam, having a little quick walk around Amsterdam, that was exciting. I did have. I'm gonna tell them. You've got to keep it to yourself. I had 2 space cakes. Keep that to yourselves. Don't tell anyone. No one in my family knows. And then I was introduced, when I stepped out, I was introduced to a Smurf. And Ruben said to me, he said, "There's a Smurf there." And I looked over and I said,
"Everybody who calls man-controlled squared is in the chat room right now. Look at the comments."
I said, "You're right." I said, "I can see a Smurf," and I thought I was completely off my head then. But it was okay. Everybody saw this little Smurf, a proper Smurf, about 3 foot high, about 3 foot high. Oh, it was strange. It was
a strange one.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. Ruben and Cynthia, they also looked after me because I'm kind of new to all things like that. So they were having lots of fun on my expense, I think. But yeah,
it was an experience, to say the least. Ruben just went, true story. True story.
Yeah, what was it? What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam? Well, I've just told the world.
Oh, no, I was going to say, you kind of ruined that, Jace, because what happened in Amsterdam just came out on YouTube. So, Red Eye Jedi, shout out to Red Eye Jedi, because he said, yeah, only in Amsterdam. And as well, we've got a massive shout out to JP supporting us all.
There we go. We got FE Max has just joined us.
Oh, wow.
Right there, guys.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Lovely to see you guys.
And
it won't be long
to
before
join.
we, say that again.
Need to tell everyone to subscribe to FEMX and give these guys a shout occasionally.
Yes, and I jump into their live streams as and when I can, and it won't be long, guys, before we come to a town near you. So yeah, Sasha and Alexander, I'm going to be in touch real soon to give you an update on where we're going to be at as well. And there's a lot of love in the chat room, guys. A whole lot of love in the chat room.
Anyway,
so yes, go for it.
God, I was going to say, going forward, after we had our little trip out and that, we did some activism in Amsterdam. It was, again, it almost didn't happen. The wind really piped up. It was blowing a gale, and the rain was terrible, and we nearly called it off. We were on because we thought it might be a bit dangerous to have the banners up and things. But we thought we'd take a chance. We'll go down to the site. We were going in front of the train station. Was it Amsterdam Central? I think it was.
Yeah, that's right.
In front of the train station. But luckily, we found this this great shelter. So we managed to get under the shelter.
Which reminds me, we've now got about 25 more viewers than we had when we first started. So can you play the second video that you showed me? Not the first video that we played. It's the one that you showed me in Messenger.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, please. Because for the 25 people that weren't tuned in at the beginning, it gives them a visual for what you're talking about.
Okay, but the second one isn't about Amsterdam. You know that.
No, not the second one on YouTube. The second one you shared with me on Facebook Messenger. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
That's you're a good laugh, Jason. It's okay. Just fill in. Just walk away for a minute, Jason.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. It's absolutely fine.
Anyway, so getting on with it. Sorry, getting on with it. So we found this great shelter, and then we managed to get the banners and everything all set up. And just as we were starting to set up, the police. They were saying no and move on. They didn't want it to happen full stop. And so we spoke to them calmly and explained what it was that we were about to do and that. And eventually they left us alone, but then came back and so they come back and turned around and said that the council have said it's okay now. You're fine. And then we had the railway security come over. They wanted to move us on as well. So it was a bit of a battle. I think we had about 8 security and police, in total, trying to move us on. But we were left alone eventually. And how many people turned up for this from all different countries, to do this activism. I think we say about 13 nationalities, did we say?
Yeah, just over. I think it was around 16, actually.
Was it? Wow. Yeah. So we had all of these nationalities all giving us a hand, to do this activism. Amsterdam Central had no chance, especially with Lisa. And you had Lisa on one side and you had Jack on the other side giving out the flyers. I wouldn't be surprised, a couple of thousand leaflets got handed out just on that one location. Easily did really well. It was a fantastic day. It was on a par with, I'd have to say, it was really on a par with the first speaker's corner. I'd have to say that, because the amount
of, it felt like we ended up taking the group picture.
Thoroughly enjoyed that.
So the video I was talking about was the one, it was only a minute long. It was just the one by John Lackand. Do you know the one I'm talking about? I'm going to send it to you now on Facebook because that's where you gave it me.
Okay.
there's a way for you to screen share it. It's just 60 seconds, but it does give a really good kind of vibe for what went down. If that's okay. I'm not sure if Lisa and Jack have seen this either, so I think it would be pretty cool to show everybody, if that's all right. Sorry for being persistent. It is Amsterdam. I was right. It is. It's the second video that I've seen of Amsterdam.
All right, bear with us. I've got to.
Very much for patience in the chat room, my darlings, all of you, and hi to everybody that's just joined as well. Ricardo, Mark Sargent, and again, Effie Mex, Clive, Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole, David Weiss. Lovely to see you all in the chat room. Thank you so much for taking the time. We've had a little bit of technical issues on Lisa's side of things, but we managed to get them in. And where are you? What country are you guys in just now? Have you gone into Latvia yet, or are you?
We are in the end of Poland.
Okay, so you're literally
near
just
the
on the border.
Yeah, near.
Yeah. Perfect. And yeah, they're off to Riga tomorrow to meet with Mr. allegedly Dave. Well, at least that's what they call him. Apparently, they call him Dave. He goes by the name Dave Murphy, allegedly Dave. D Murphy 25, Dave Moore. That guy Dave, Daddy Dave. There's a few different Daves. This Dave.
He's a legendary Dave.
Dave, the man. Dave.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen then and go for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, please do. With a bit of luck, it'll work.
Yeah, should do.
Yeah, good. Brilliant.
Sargent from Blue Amsterdam.
Okay. Yeah. And that is from Flat Earth Israel. The two lovely guys that came along to the event and spoke to us all. That's one of their many compilation videos that they've done. He's over in the chat room, and that's Ish News. That's the news channel that was there at the convention, right, Jace?
Yes, yes. I didn't really have a proper talk with him, so which is a shame. Maybe next time.
Another time. There'll be another time. Yep, Ruben was loving it as well. And we just thought we'd give you that as a visual vibe, just while Jason's explaining to you how we set up at the station. As you can see, we were under a canopy. We were literally right at the exit where the flow was coming out. And as Jack and Lisa and everyone that was there in the chat room as well, there's a lot of people in the chat room that were there that day as well that can tell you how much footfall we had that day despite the weather, right, Jace?
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, we managed to keep out of the rain. Luckily, I mean, like the wind died down by the time we were got going. I'm just trying to think. We were there about 4 hours. So yeah, no, it was fantastic. I don't know. I had some amazing conversations and that, and it was good. I had better conversations because I didn't have a camera, because you had my camera most of the time, which is really good.
I was trying to follow you around.
It's easier when you go,
In fact,
kind of solo.
that's what I'm hoping Lisa's going to do when Dave's there as well. And give yourself a break, Lisa. I've got a Bluetooth mic that I'm going to give Dave, so that you'll be able to get some distance from him and you'll be able to move around, and the mic will stay with Dave so that everyone can hear what he's saying and you can get a full scope of what's actually going on. So you'll have a little bit of a better job of being, cameraman instead of having to be cameraman and activist and speaker. Make sure you've got it on you. So hopefully this will work out.
Yeah, because I mean, Yeah, I mean, like myself, I get a little bit self-conscious because I've got this camera out, you know, in people's faces, and sometimes you don't get a proper reaction coming back. But when you don't have the you've seen yourself, you have a better discussion without the camera, don't you?
I know, it's happened so many times. I'm thinking, I wish I had this on camera right now.
Yes, yeah, you do. So there you go. Amsterdam was a complete success. It was a huge success. It was fantastic. We were missing on a group photo. We were missing what's it, Paul on the plane? It's a shame.
Photoshopped because it has to be.
I'm already on that. Hang on. If I think I started that. Let me just see if I can show you what I've done so far.
Shout out to Dracula in the chat room. He was featured in the video. He was holding up the research flat Earth flag at the front. And he's in the thumbnail as well.
I'll tell you what. Look, I'll give you a sneak preview. I haven't. Let me share my screen. I'll give you a sneak preview. I haven't finished it, but it's. No, you've got to see this. Can you see my screen?
Let's see. Yes. What are you like? Hold on. Wait a minute.
I haven't quite finished yet.
That is actually Paul on the plane in the background, isn't it? Is that actually? Has you put anyone else in there? All I'm seeing is Paul in there. Right?
No, I've already put Paul in.
That is a class act. Hold on, just keep that shot there, right, real quick.
I've yet to tidy it up a bit.
I'm sorry, I've got a. That is an absolute trip. Like he's actually in the picture.
Yeah,
I love it.
I might Photoshop me out a bit and put me. I'm really windswept there. I might put a different me in.
Yeah, darlings. So is that what you get up to when we're not looking, Jason?
I haven't had much time this week to play about with it, but I will tidy that up.
What are you like?
There you go. There you go. Anyway, so it's just me messing about.
So all in all, it was a constructive day out doing awareness out in front of the Amsterdam station. It wasn't without coming across the law, though, was it? A couple of times.
Yeah, that's right.
How was that for you?
Sorry, for the police coming out. Yeah, I mean, they were okay. I mean, like, because I figured that the entirety of Europe and all the different countries, I figured that they have the same sort of kind of law process as what we have. I'm only figuring this, you know, like that. You know, like they've got their actual law, and then they've got like council policies and things. You know, like and what's it, statutes, and you know, like. I don't think for a second that, you know, like when you're told to move on and you can't have your banners, that isn't a law. I can't imagine that they would pass a law, you know, an actual law, you know, like to say, oh, you can't have a banner on display. You know, like it would be just someone's rule somewhere in, you know, like, so as long as that's pointed out to them and then ask the police, do you follow their rules or do you follow your own laws? You know, like, and as long as that's clarified, you know, chances are that they, you know, and you're doing it calmly and, you know, like, and politely, then I think that they generally leave you alone. And that's been my, that's what I've said and done. You know, like, I get stopped by the police every time that I go out early. I nearly always have this, interaction with a security guard or the police. And it's no big deal most of the time. You know, like, you just got to point this out to them.
This is true. This is true. So all in all, regardless of the law, go on, Lisa, darling. What are you going to say, sweetie?
Yeah, the thing is, in Germany, in Hamburg, it's like the police told us.
Yeah.
The police told us that. I asked why we have to leave, and you know, like, where else can we go that is okay, and why is it that this location is a problem? And they said it was because it was outside a town hall, and I said, well, can you tell me the law? And then they told me it in German.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you obviously know I don't speak German. So why are you telling it to me in German?
Giving you a little BS.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also they didn't want the camera anywhere near them, so they wouldn't even talk to me. They said they'd only talk to me when the camera was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't want to be on camera, do they? And that's another thing with the pictures you were sending us. There seems to be a high police presence there.
Oh yeah, let me show you that. I did. I've got some. I got some of that.
You guys sent us some footage where I was like, "Wow, what was that all about?"
Yeah. Well, you talk us through this one.
Talk on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that one.
Okay,
I can't see it.
I did it right now. Yep, go for it, darling. You should be able to see it now, sweetie.
Poland.
Can you see that, Lisa?
Yeah, yeah.
Go for
I
it.
mean, they were literally in every corner.
All over the town.
This was like a
I'm sorry, let me go back.
Yeah.
Some sort of it is weird, that, isn't it? See all the they're all crosses.
Yeah. In the
I think that was a funeral.
no, this was the
That
like
was
you know, this picture full of crosses.
right. Okay.
Of wood or
Was that
Yeah,
not
that, looks
connected?
like that looks like a statue. I mean, not statue.
Maybe it was different. Then.
Like,
I assumed it was connected, but maybe it's not.
oh, this happened today.
Yeah, that was this morning.
This
Like
morning.
as if we didn't have enough of that. It's like they just came to follow us.
Yeah.
We literally stopped in a petrol station and 4 tanks turned up and drove past us. We're like soldiers coming out of the petrol station.
Wow. Wow. No, but they're everywhere. They're just everywhere.
Yeah.
Coffee Paul in the chat room says they heard the Globe Light Tour was coming to town.
I'm just picturing the side of the van now as you're driving, you know, like what people must be looking at.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
There was a few soldiers out of the tanks that came to have a good look at the van.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
And then when we took that picture, we were laughing our heads off. They were inside the van looking at us thinking, what are you doing?
What the
See, I love it. I do love that, though. I just love the contrast.
We all do.
It's like, where there's a will, there's a way. We will get around the censorship on the internet. It will get... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's getting out, yeah.
Ruben said it right. That's a meme right there waiting to happen. But there seems to, there's like high police presence in every single picture. Doesn't matter where you seem to look. It's just, oh, that's nice. Where's that?
That was because of a politician's funeral.
It wasn't a politician.
Well, I was told it was. Who was it then?
That
was because of a politician's funeral.
Okay, it was
a politician.
Oh, hang on.
Well, I was told it was. Who was it then?
Hello.
That was because of a politician's funeral.
Okay, it was.
Sorry.
Done. That's fine.
I did have
bit of a technical issue there, guys.
I did have the information on that. It was.
But it didn't seem to matter where you went. It was still, police everywhere.
I know. Yeah, every single country.
Every
single
location. Have you been stopped by them? Have they asked you any? They asked you any questions? You've been stopped.
Yeah, it was a famous singer that died.
Oh,
was it
really?
Yeah, I'll give you the name in a second. It was a famous singer.
No
really?
Way.
That's strange because I got a clip when we were about to leave and we were taking Lee back to the station. I just walked out because we were stuck in traffic and we thought if we didn't take Lee back, he would have been stuck.
Right.
So
I'll give you his name
I got
in a
out the
second.
van and I walked down the road and I took a 3-minute clip just explaining what had just happened, but I wasn't live at the time, so I got it recorded. I tried to send it and it wouldn't send. And people were coming by with red flowers and wearing black, and somebody was carrying a flag that looked like a politician, a guy. Maybe it was a singer, but he literally looked like a politician, and somebody else told me that as well. And it had his date of birth, like birth and death, and it was 2019. So I never actually got to find out what was going on there. All we were told by the locals is that there was a public holiday, and we thought it was a kind of routine public holiday, like every year or something. But we weren't told any more information than that.
Okay. I'll give you his name in a second. But anyway, Jack, I see that you've managed to do a little bit more work on the side of the van. You've managed to get the yellow and black on there.
Yeah, I did.
That is looking suave. I'll be honest with you. That's looking like a fully blown professional job there, Jason.
I imagine if we get some good weather tomorrow, you might be able to just put a few more stickers on.
If there is going to be a weather, I'm gonna be finished.
Perfect.
Absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely
I want
brilliant.
to be finished tomorrow.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
want
it looks
I
perfect
want
from
the
here.
van to be completely over before Estonia happens.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
Just a reminder, you do know that we don't mind putting a sticker on that window, but we're not gonna cover that window just so that we've got a bit of light coming in.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
I
thought
thought
window
the same.
yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
that's
sense.
good.
It makes perfect sense. We
Yeah.
need some natural light coming in.
Excellent. Right, there you go. I'll stop sharing.
Absolutely loving that, Jason. Loving that.
Tomorrow
So,
will be more beautiful.
awesome, Jack. Awesome, Jack. I want to ask you guys, what has been your highs and lows since Amsterdam so far? What's been your best? What's been your,
No,
I
don't ask that. Please don't, because we need about 600 hours, no, 666 hours to explain all the stuff that happens. Because 1 minute is like this, and the second minute is like that, and third minute is like over that. You know?
I can imagine you guys could probably write a book from your trials and
Look,
tribulations since Amsterdam.
My life isn't boring. Wasn't never, but it always happening. If you know what I mean. But this is wow, unexplainable. It's hard because it's so many. You are you go through all kinds of feelings in 1 hour.
Yes.
In 1 hour.
Yes. Just in 1 hour. Yeah.
Just love is the one who stays.
Love is the one
Everything
who stays. You're right.
changes around you.
Everything else changes, but as long as you just keep love there, because like
I
was saying
school.
to you guys before we went live, you guys are the front line right about now. You guys are absolutely at the forefront, circumnavigating, the censorship. You're not being censored. You're out there on the streets. You're out there able to talk to people without any, other than the law, other than the weather, other than parking, other than all of the other variables that get put up that, like I said, you could write a book about. But you guys somehow have managed to get over the hurdles and get leaflets out there, drive the camper through, areas that are visibly seen high. And even though people don't see you out on the street all the time, because I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating for the viewers. It's frustrating for you guys. You guys want to be live as much as possible and then situations present. But like we're trying to remind them,
the microphone's going again.
Yeah, this is Adjustment Bureau again. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah. Okay again.
What everyone needs to remember is that this camper van has got all of these YouTube channels on it, directing everybody to this information. Everybody that is stuck in traffic, everyone that is in conjunction with them on the motorway, at the service stations where they're parked up. Doesn't matter where they are, they're being seen. So these channels are getting out there across Europe. And by the time this tour is completed, they'll have done almost 15,000 miles. The camper van will have done almost 15,000 miles. So it is really a worthwhile thing if you're not the kind of person that can get out there onto the streets and talk to people, if you're not able time-wise to commit time to this and get there in person, then please donate as much as a coffee. You know what, if everybody's subscribers just donated as much as a coffee, we could complete this tour with ease. So I urge anybody, please click those links for the GoFundMe or the PayPal. We urge you, please donate whatever you can, whether it's a couple of dollars, no matter what it is. We greatly appreciate anything you can do right now to keep the wheels turning. As other content makers, other participants are going to be joining Jack and Lisa for as long as Lisa's on the tour. Jack, as you've already just done with us offline, if you could let the viewers know what you have so benevolently offered. As far as your time's concerned, you've offered to Jason and I to be there right the way till the end, haven't you?
Yeah. If I'm permitted, I will nail it to the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
my.
For all of you viewers listening,
That's my mission, not a job.
Yeah, mission.
Yeah.
Well said, my darling. So for all of you viewers listening, I need to urge you all to pin back your luggles and hear the fact that we are going to keep the wheels turning for this camper van and this awareness drive across Europe to let people know that they've been taught a lie about where they live. We've been taught a model as if it's fact, It's been backed up by propaganda. No one was given that disclaimer, you know, growing up. We've got more than enough clearly and observable proof that we're not living on what we're taught, and it's time to let the people know. So as you can see, we're live with the camper van right now. The guys are on the borders of Poland, about to go over into, I believe, Latvia. Latvia.
Yeah, are we going to Latvia now?
Latvia next.
Yeah, we will be in Latvia about 1 hour drive.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So yeah, they're literally on the borders. You're getting a lot of shout outs in the chat room, guys. UK Truth, Bravo, Jack, Everybody Equals Mind Controlled Squared, Soldiers. Kieran Franny is also said, well done, Jack. Adam Meekins just joined as well. Massive, massive love and respect for you guys on the camper van right about now. We've got Dave Murphy joining the tour tomorrow. You guys are going to be picking him up from Riga at the airport tomorrow evening. I'm going to be taking him to Stansted tomorrow afternoon, where he's going to be flying out to join the tour and get out there on the streets with you guys in the streets of Tallinn. Now, if any of you guys are paying attention and looked at my community post from earlier on today, we've already got the highly anticipated arrival of the Globebusters tour in Tallinn not tomorrow, the next day. And there's people already out there on the streets getting some activism done, anticipating the arrival of the tour, getting some stickers on you know, lampposts, on anything that's visual to people, just to let people know that there's a wave of truth coming to the town. Are you guys all right? I see you looking outside, that there could be some trouble out there. What's going on?
Yeah, there seems to be some kind of
Tank. Given that you've just shown us a load of tanks, you know what I mean? This is where Lisa probably says, yeah, there's a tank trained on the camper now. They've kind of done a U-turn and they're facing it straight at us. This is where we lose connection, isn't it, Jace? Oh, God, I can see it. Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey.
Can't make it up.
Oh, this is like worse than EastEnders, isn't it? This is going to be like a proper cliffhanger if we end up losing connection here. Lisa? That's it. Okay, Lisa, can we hear you, my darling? Lisa, if you can hear us, we've lost connection. Hopefully we'll get Lisa and Jack back. I'm so sorry, chat room. I don't really know what it was they were looking out of the window at there.
No, but the authorities don't want us to know either. They
Houston's just given it a problem, as far as Reuben's concerned.
How strange that they should see something and then...
Very strange. I'm just adding them back to the stream now, and we've got nothing. We have nothing. They're there, but they're not there. They're coming out. Hopefully, they'll come back in again.
Yeah, they're on the stream. Anyway, well,
so far, that was Lisa and Jack on the borders of Poland, about to go into Latvia, where, like I said, they're going to be getting D Murphy, where Lisa is going to start filming D Murphy out on the streets as of Tallinn onwards. Tallinn is in the beautiful country of Latvia. And as I said, the wonderful people of Tallinn are already out on the streets getting some activism done for the tour. So it just goes to show, as you can see, FEMX is in the house tonight. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead, click like, subscribe, notification bell for FEMX, as they're over there in the Eastern Bloc countries. Shout out to you guys. And Jason, I will let you talk.
Yeah, I want to say something else. I want to plug someone's book.
Cool, please do.
I want to plug Douglas's book.
Oh, yes.
If you haven't got this, you can get it at You can get it there. Can you see that?
I can now. Lovely, thank you. You got a link for that in the chat room? Anyone?
I will.
A link for me to add to the description. Please.
I will put it in the chat right now. Bum, 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 bum. Hopefully that went in. There you go.
Yeah.
Good. That's all I want to do.
Everyone who's read it so far has really enjoyed it. Paul read it.
I haven't read it yet. I'm on call this week, which means that I do some crazy hours. I do, and I you know yourself, Roxanne. There's not a chance in hell I'd have chance to read this yet, but I'm dying to. It's all set. It's set aside for me to read. It'll be the first thing that I read this week when you get a chance. But I just wanted to plug that, and I've been told it's a fantastic read. So I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys can support Douglas and get yourself a copy.
Yes.
Also, when we go out on the tour, We must be reminded, and apologies. I don't know what I could.
Oh, we've got Lisa back. Hold on, hold on.
Hey, well done, well done.
We were just checking it was a tank or not, but it was.
We were worried. I thought it was a drone strike.
Because we expect some planes or something now.
Right, guys, I was just about to apologize to Paul on the plane and to Dave Weiss, and I want you guys to hear this because it applies to you too as well. When I was in Amsterdam, I never gave a single card out of David Weiss's Flat Earth Earthquake. I didn't.
I'm on it.
I didn't.
I'm on it.
All right, okay. And then, but there's some.
Yeah, I got the app.
Okay, but there's
I got it.
Cards. Okay, there's some cards.
Dave, I love you.
Damn, can I get a word in? Yeah, shut up.
Shut up, Jack. I'm loving it. I'm loving that.
Right, look.
I'm loving it. I want that as a soundbite.
Right, there's some cards there for Paul on the plane as well. We must get that. I don't know if you found them, Lisa, but there's some other cards with Paul on the plane on there as well. We must give them out as well.
If anyone wants to put together, right, just put in a call out here, right, because obviously myself and Jason are going out there and Adam, so we can do dispersion. But if there's anyone out there that can do like little paper envelopes with information about GlobeLi as well and wants to get involved in this whole movement or put images on them, it'd be wicked if we could put together little goodie bags for people in recycled paper bags that had the leaflet in, all the cards in, all the relevant gumph, and then we can just hand out little packs to people. But yeah, I just thought I'd randomly put that one out there. If anyone wants to put together A5 paper envelopes where we can slot all the information into, or has some genius way where we can put it all together, it would be brilliant, because it is quite hard when you've got a phone in your hands and you need to hold leaflets and business cards and another one and another one. It's almost like I need combat trousers on.
There you go.
Like, I need pockets for days, and then I need to remember to pick them all out of the pocket at the same time and not bombard the person. I'd rather give them a package where I can then give them, info. But
yeah. I mean, we're not too bad with
it. Use a paperclip or something, maybe.
Yeah, it's not too bad with David Weiss's, because his app was on every one of them leaflets as well. Yeah, but it's good to give people an extra card as well. Get them out. Yeah. Shout out to Scuba Dracula there as well. Great to have you in the chat there, Scuba. He was instrumental on helping with getting the stickers done at Amsterdam.
Absolutely, he was part of the vinyl crew, wasn't he? He was part of the vinyl crew. Yourself, Jack, not me, because Paul,
that Paul fellow, he helped a little bit.
No, I'm pleading the fifth. I can't comment on stuff like this. I've got a badge here that says I can't comment. I've got a badge right here that says one can't comment. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. So yeah, I'm just going to plead the fifth on that one. Shout out Paul. Shout out Jason. Shout out Robin. Got to keep everyone happy, Got to stay bipartisan in these kind of discrepancies. I'll say discrepancies, yeah.
So anyway, going forward. So we've got Dave is joining us. I'm immensely looking forward to that.
Me too.
I just want to tell David Weiss you were just given a massive amount of love from Jack a little while ago. Jack loves you.
All of you.
Oh, look at this. And Adam is saying he's been giving out the leaflets in his shop.
Has he now? I wonder where he got those leaflets from, Adam?
Well done, Adam. I bet that sparked some conversation.
Leaflets from. Good. And yeah, there's a lot of love in the chat room, Jason. There's a lot of love in the chat room. A lot of love for you guys in the chat room. I have to pinch myself sometimes that this is actually happening and we're actually where we are with things, and that Dave's actually going out tomorrow and Adam's going out to Italy. And do you want to tell the people, or do I? Because we told Lisa and Jack while we were off air, Jason.
Why what? Come on, sorry.
I always do this. I always land him in the mud like this when he kind of looks at me and goes, No, we weren't going to be saying that in public, Roxanne. No.
Come on, what are we saying? Spit it out.
Yeah.
Spit it
Italy.
out. Oh.
Italy. This is where he goes, no.
What's happening in Italy?
What do you mean what's happening in Italy? These two know, because we said it to them off air, didn't we?
On the podcast?
I've got to know. See, that's a little way of saying you're not saying it, Roxanne. You're actually not saying it. So something's going to happen in Italy, but apparently I'm not going to be saying it because Jason has no idea what I'm talking about.
I do. I'm pulling your leg. Pulling your leg.
People might be joining the tour in Italy as well as Adam.
Yes. Does Adam know this?
Well, if Adam doesn't, he's about to find out, isn't he?
Adam's going to find out. Adam. We're coming to you. We can't let you do this by yourself. We've decided we have to be there with you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he hasn't got a clue. He hasn't got a clue.
No.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, you know now.
It's us two and the whole kit and caboodle that comes with it, which is drama.
Yeah.
So yes. So yeah, we're gonna do our best to get out there to Italy. Sorry, I'm just moving the camera thing. We're gonna do our best to get out there in Italy, and I'm wondering if you could help us, viewers.
Your microphone's gone.
That's the adjustment bureau for us. Can you hear me again?
Yeah. Just be closer.
So can you give us a bit of a forecast, Jason, on the what's and what ifs that are going to happen on the tour as far as participants are concerned? Can you help us out a little bit? Oh, I love that worried face. That's brilliant. That's Jason's oh dear face. Okay.
The man.
So we're go for it, Jace.
Okay. Sorry. The what and the what ifs. Hello.
Can you just help Dave out as well? Can everyone tell Dave it's going to be nice and hot and sunny in Latvia when he gets there?
Yeah, just seeing that. Well, we're praying for good weather all the time.
We will.
Yeah, so we are hoping that I forgot his name. Is it Mikhail? We're hoping that Mikhail will come out to play with us. Come and see. Speak to Dave. That would be a really fantastic reunion to see. So I'm looking forward to that. That is definitely a what if, and hopefully that all happens.
That'd be good.
Yeah, very good. You know what? I'm so depressed of not being with everybody. I mean, the very thought of going to work and not carrying on with the tour is. This is something that I'd been hoping and dreaming for for the best part of this year. But I thought this tour wasn't going to happen. I had my doubts whether I could, get it off the ground. And now that it's off the ground, and I'm not there. But I will get a few more days in here and there, and
but you've got to keep working because you've got to pay for the camper.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. See, it's originally I thought I'd get myself a nice, sweet little lorry driving job, and then I would just pack in that job and go straight on the tour, and all will be okay. Get myself another job afterwards. But then you find I get myself a job that I actually like, and it's the first job in how many years that I actually like going to work. It's unbelievable, and but. It is, it's one of them things, got to go to work and pay the bills.
Yeah, true. So
but,
keep it going.
No. Well, as in days, locations, a forecast?
Forecast of the possible participants that'll be taking part in the duration of the Globebusters tour as of this point onwards.
Right, so that's what you mean by forecast. Sorry, I'm thinking of weather and things.
That's okay.
Forecast.
That's okay. No, that's the mainstream media that do that.
Wow, I'm not up to date with these things. So so we've got obviously we've got Dave who's joining us, and then afterwards we have hopefully Howard is still on board, and Howard will be joining us at some point. We have Adam of the Meakin family. So Adam's going to be joining us, which is looking forward to that. We have Shane, Ranty Flat Earth. We've got him. He'll be joining us. That would be amazing to get. I'm going to try and see if I can get some more days in with Ranty as well. That's on my mind as well. So I don't, I'd like to do a few days with Ranty, and hopefully, I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? I'm missing you, Roxanne. You're meant to be joining us.
Yes. Right, that's fine. Yes, because I've notified Robbie Davison and I've notified a few other people. So I had planned to go to Dallas to give a workshop on, various bits and pieces that we do out on the streets with the global activism, and having, a public conversation about what it is we're out there talking to people about. However, the Global Tour was supposed to be finished by a couple of days when I went out to Dallas. And with all of the changes, the chops and changes, the Global Tour has now been extended towards Christmas. So for the time that I was going to be in Dallas, I'm actually needed on the tour now. So yes, to go out and do activism and to go and have conversations and to film and to record and to basically document everything that's going on and interview everyone along the way. So it's all hands on deck, and as a result of that, I can now confirm that I will be on the Global Tour for the duration that I would have been needed in Dallas. So can you confirm where that will be, please, Jace?
So I believe that was meant to be. I believe that isn't that all around Italy time, is it, or?
No, Italy.
No, sorry, it's from Paris. It's from Paris, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is I think it's the Sunday the 10th, I believe it is, all the way to. Was it all the way to Gibraltar? Was it?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that, but depending on activist availability on the tour bus, then we'll see how long I'll stay on it from there on in. If I have to stay on it until the end, I have to stay on it until the end. However, it would be good if I didn't have to, because I do have 2 kids and the rest of it. So yeah, that's the alternative for me being able to help.
Okay, so we need to talk about my pet hate of a subject, because, as I say, I would so dearly like to just fund this all by myself and not bother anybody about funding. We only ever had enough funding for myself. I always knew I could fund the UK. That was it. But to fund, you guys have helped us get the stickers on the van and helped us with banners and leaflets and ferries, and thank you very much for all of that. And then petrol, fuel. We always said that we would allow people coming on the tour. We would allow them to eat as well. It's kind of like just a little novelty, to eat. So going forward, we won't have enough money to complete this tour. Just won't. There isn't enough money to complete it. There never was. We always said that the tour, and it is always an estimate. I mean, like I originally said, it's going to cost £16,000. That is an estimate, because you just don't know of all the little small things that might happen and things. Like as far as I'm concerned, I mean, like a gearbox might pack in tomorrow, like eventualities like happened last tour. We didn't know that what was it, a front drive axle or something fell off or something, or broke off. We didn't know that was going to happen, but it happened. And we had problems with the owner who wouldn't front up the money for that eventuality. When that happened, we had to find the money ourselves to make that and then to get that fixed. Although he did pay for the money back afterwards, but that wasn't the point. We had to find the money up front, and it caused so much chaos. Anyway, so to complete this tour, we need everybody's help for this. As I say, I mean, like
all donations all the time from
it isn't 16,000
donations. We need a lot of little donations.
Yeah.
Tour, everybody can chip in. There's a lot of channels involved that have a lot of subscribers, and all of those subscribers just put in a little bit. That little bit will go together into a big bit, which will go together to make this tour complete. By the time the tour is complete, it's 15 almost 1,000 miles of sheer awareness for this one topic.
Yeah. So again, you know, like, we don't need the £16,000, you know, like, but we are definitely going to need, you know, like, getting on nearly £10,000 or so. It could be, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm just throwing figures in there, 10, 11,000. I really don't know whether or not Lisa and Jack are going to go through how many tolls. I don't. I know how much roughly the diesel is going to cost, roughly. You know, like, I just don't know how much it would be exactly. I don't know how much oil that they're going to buy.
We went through about 5 different tolls in Poland, and
You
there was
said
more tolls in Poland than any other country.
Yeah.
It's like, it just seemed to be every 5 minutes. I was like, what? Another one? You want more money again?
Wow.
Like,
How much was it roughly? How much was it roughly per toll?
It's not a lot, I don't think, but it mounts up, doesn't it?
I don't know. How much was it?
The money?
How much was each toll?
It was different.
It was different prices.
It was 8, 12 euros, 7, 4.
Yeah, but it mounts up.
Again, by one, but when it's like, it's just
myself.
So let's see how it goes through each country, because as I said, I'm not au fait with the, you know, we're just gonna have to see it as it comes.
Yeah, but there's other incidentals, you know, like car parks, and you had to go to the laundry and get yourself some clean clothes done.
Oh my God! Don't mention me the laundry ever again, man. Please don't.
Yeah.
Wow, it was so amazing. I ordered a coffee, and I drink coffee. I needed about 2 hours, I think. I somehow 3 times come into the bar and grab one bit of it and must go and come back, and I think, okay, this will be it. No, it's not. I must go again, because the change to get in Poland is harder than to was, I don't know.
Wow.
You had to be athletic and quick and a bunch of stuffs and nice and lovely, and even then they say no. I don't know. I bought some things just to get change, but in the end she said no. She won't let me just for 2 euros give me the coins. It's absurd, totally absurd.
Wow.
And when you go to dry, you just must use coins. And then, here is a funny story. One of the dry washers, we snapped 2 times these 5 Zettels or whatever they have here, and both times swallows it. Nothing happens, and we decide to do in other machine. There were 2, and there was this guy who helped me, and he called the boss of this laundry, and I said to him, no, don't bother, please, for 2 euros. We don't have time to wait till tomorrow, or I don't know when he's gonna come here. But he calls anyway. And I left Igor there because I was running forth and backwards and up and down, and I don't know where. Explode. And funny thing is that when this guy, it comes in 10 minutes, but he gives Igor 10 Zettels in paper. You know, we need coins. We need coins. I shot in 2 coins of 5, and I get then with an absurd.
I mean, literally, we ended up after 4 hours of being at the laundrette, the clothes were not dry.
All over the van. They were all over the van, and
and we put the heater on, and
the heater on the max.
I only just had enough clothes to go out the next day to do the activism. Literally, we only just dried enough clothes in time to wear to be warm enough to go out.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
So it wasn't just the 4 hours at the laundrette, it was the rest of the evening to the next lunchtime.
Yeah. First was the 4 hours under the showers. Yeah. Oh, okay, 3. Okay, 3. Then 4 here, 3 there, and I thought, oh, good. Today I'm gonna fix everything and do a bunch of stuffs, but it didn't happen. Nothing, teeny, nothing.
Nothing seems to go to plan. It's like before you guys get time to stop off and
but we are on the stage where we had to be on certain day.
Never mind the 6 hours I spent trying to get data.
And 2 hours and 2 hours sleep and so on.
You see, this is what it's taking for it to be the people's tour. You guys are out there actually living this tour life, and you're getting out there onto the streets. Like I said, the camper van's being seen by all and sundry, from traffic stops to car parks to when you're driving down the motorway, when you're driving down the streets. These channels are getting out there. They're circumnavigating the internet censorship, and people are getting shown these channels. They're getting, shown how to start the conversation, and that it is a civilized and acceptable socially conversation to have, to question what we've been taught is fact, to get this truth out there. How have you found the language barriers so far?
It varies. It varies. A lot of people don't speak English. Some people do, to varying different degrees.
Have people looked at the banner with all of the languages on?
They look, of course.
I mean, if somebody doesn't speak English, I'll just point them.
What does your language look like? Does it read okay, Jack?
Yeah, it reads okay. It's maybe 2 mistakes or 3, but they are small ones, and you understand what the meaning is. Yeah,
it's understandable. Yeah, I mean, it's just Google Translator, isn't it? It's not the best, but for me, it's just copy and paste.
Yeah, but it's just it's just fine.
It still conveys the message. It still conveys the message. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good.
Perfect.
That's good to know.
Perfect. Is there anything else you wanna get across, Jason?
No. I think that was it for now. I just having a look at my tabs and see if there's anything there that I put up there. No, we went through the pictures and that. No. We were just going to finish with James's last video. That's what we were going to finish with, was we?
Yes. I would like you to end with James's last video, but I want you to play James's first video first, because there was only a small amount of people in the chat room when you played that. So I'd like you to play that first, and then the other one. So 2 videos at the end for you all to watch if you haven't seen them already, and they are nice to watch as well.
And we'll just join you in the chat then. So are we saying goodbyes now then, and then I'll play them?
Yeah, we can wrap up. But before we wrap up, I just want to. Who was it? Robbie Turbo. He donated while we were live. There's a couple of people who donated, and because I'm not looking at the YouTube, can you just give me a second to look at the YouTube in case there was anything else that I've missed?
Oh, and Ricardo just donated. Thank you very much, Ricardo.
Massive thanks, Ricardo. Massive
thanks. Thank you.
And massive thank you to all of the chat participants. There's 82 people watching just now, and there's a lot of people interacting in the chat room. There's some excellent interactions. There's loads of links for everybody to take themselves there to donate. Even if you're just donating the coffee you would have bought yourself tomorrow, please, I urge you, whether you're watching this now or on a playback, please donate to this tour and help get this conversation out onto the streets, to circumnavigate the censorship that's going on the internet. People are getting shadow banned. People are getting unsubscribed, unliked. All sorts of stuff is going on online. And when you do research Flat Earth online, when you go and click it into your search engine, a lot of this information comes up. So we're trying to signpost everybody to channels straight away so that they can get a good balanced amount of information on this most important topic. And for you, Lisa and Jack, is there anything you would like to say as we wrap it up? You guys are going to be picking up Dave tomorrow and then out in Tallinn the following day. Is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to picking up the.
Let's nail that.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And Jason, anything you want to say, darling?
And love to all.
Oh God, just a big, huge thank you for everybody that has been donating. It's not just that we appreciate it; it's immensely important. You know, it's fantastic that you guys are, you know, like sharing your wages, sharing what it is that you have. Because I mean, like for me, this is so important. It really is. You know, like I'm always looking at the end result. What is the end result? And you know, like and for me, it's always been just awareness. Just for so many people to know that they're not living on a ball. That's it. I just want people to know. I'm not after changing anything yet. You know, like we just want them to know that there is something else going on in the world that they're not aware of. They haven't been brought to the table yet, and it's so important. You know, like just £10 here, £20 there, and then next week another £10, another £20. Just keep throwing it at the van. We're getting as much information out there, hitting as many countries. We've got Robin's been hitting all the news media like crazy today. You know, like so. We should be getting some traction there. You know, from the news soon. But we needed to get a few places under our belt first before they all start coming out and then asking questions. But get ready, it's all going to be you're going to be hit with the media very soon, so get ready for it.
And Lisa, you're going to have available as well. You're going to be able to have
in every country.
Yeah, with a bit
Bring
of
it on.
Bring it on.
Brilliant. And you're going to have a little bit more availability, Lisa, because we're going to get you to film Dave. Dave's going to have a mic where he can either wear it on him or hold it. And then that way you can focus on filming the conversations he's having and giving us a bit of perspective about where you are. Because, as I said, you guys are going to be going to some awesome places. You're going to be seeing some brilliant cities and we're going to be getting an in-depth view, just like we saw. There's such a high police presence with you know, where you've just gone through. I never see the mainstream media showing people what's going on the streets for real. So you are showing us that this is the people's tour. The fact that you're there on the camper van is a self-evident truth of that. I want to take the time to thank each and every person that's taken the time out to be with us here this evening, as we've been with the Globebusters tour, catching up with Lisa and the guys on the camper van. And for any of you that are watching this on a playback, thank you for clicking to view this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Put a comment in the comments section if you've got anything you want to ask us. And please check out the links in the description for how to donate to this tour. This tour is going to be an ongoing tour until we get to Christmas. And by the time it gets there, we'll have got all the way back to England again. Please check out the link again for the website to see all of the destinations and cities that we'll be going to. And as we said, a fair few people are going to participate in this tour before it ends. And there may be some updates and some changes, but one thing's definite, we're going to keep the wheels turning if you hold our hands to help us do it. So thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Igor. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everyone in the chat room. It's been lovely chatting to you tonight. Big hugs to you.
Thank you.
Love you all, and let's do this.
Right. Okay. These two videos are from James, UK Truth 2222. So here we go. And yeah, see you soon, guys.
Awesome. Okay, so we are in Amsterdam and we're having some issues with getting set up. It looks like the police don't want us to set up, but Jason has taken some time to talk to the police officer and it seems that we've appeased him. So
taking leaflets. Please like and share to make more aware if you haven't done so already. This is an international awareness drive today out on the streets of activism. We've got UK, American, European people all merging together, all unifying. We've got Iru Landucci, he's out here today as well. Dave Murphy's here as well. Myself, Jason of the DITRH.
Possible, was it control? It might be the systems that they want to dumb us down and keep us tightly under their thumb, paying their taxes like good little slaves we are. You know, like, so it could be control. It could be, as you say, they're hiding God. It could be. So they could be hiding God. So it could be that. There's so many different whys, but my why might not be. You might not relate to that why. It might not be for you. I could never convince you on the why. So let's figure out, are we living on a ball or a flat plane? Okay? So, what do you think your proof is that you live on a ball?
Sorry again?
Why do you think that you live on this ball?
Well, I can tell you first why I don't think that we were on a flat earth.
Okay. Why do you think you're on a ball?
Well, the point is that I'm not the one trying to convince you that you have a flat. No, basically, you are here.
That's what they are.
Telling people how to squat. So,
that's where we are.
But you have to bring an argument that I can trust with, and basically, I'm a man of science, so I normally tend to.
So you think that we're accidental? That came from amoebas?
With these guys?
Yeah.
I think we were.
It's a little messed up, I think.
I brought him to Darren.
I've already got this in.
No
cloud. Yeah. And then we look at the Doppler. We get the clouds and we put them on here and we give it to you to look at.
Possible. I would say now as an adult, you can challenge that now. You know, you have the ability to critically think.
Prove it. And how? As a person, you don't have the material, you don't have the capacity to go in.
You're right. That's not helpful.
From upstairs and see how the earth is doing or developing.
We are sending our urban balloons up.
Yeah.
So we're sending high altitude balloons up. And look at this. Level. The higher that we keep sending this up.
It's good. It's really good. And I just love the fact you've got Iru, you've got Jeren, you've got guys from Sweden. No, I agree.
Sorry, have you gone to the Southern Hemisphere yourself? Have you been there yourself? Because we've got friends, but have you been there? First hand. Okay.
I don't understand that. You think that every pilot,
well, they are coming out and telling us now.
Yeah, maybe then you're high enough to see it.
But that's the point. You're not meant to see any of that. It's over. There's a mathematical formula that is over the curvature. 300 feet. Well, look. Stood there. And based on that elevation, 300 feet should be over the curvature. We're saying that it's worth challenging it. You've never challenged it.
And you start with this shit. In times
but you believe you live on the ball. You believe that you live on the ball. And we're trying to
listen to me.
Well, I'm trying to.
You're sitting. What ignorant must one be?
I'm not giving anything. So you have a belief system. Is it a belief system?
I fly around the globe.
So again, when you're in a tube.
Yeah, I fly in a circle.
So in a tube. And that tells you that you live on a ball. How? I'm asking how. How does that tell you?
Things don't adjust for curvature. Why would a plane adjust for curvature?
There's a ball. Do some more research.
Research? You mean the research you do in YouTube with all your other crazy friends where you meet?
Well, you believe in gravity that you got no proof. Do you believe in Santa Claus? Maybe the tooth fairy.
What do you mean with no proof? You're standing without gravity, you would float away. You know why you have a Boris Johnson? They have a Donald Trump. You know what?
Go on.
Think about that.
That's it.
They have to go.
Because the puppet masters wanted them in place. So, nice talking to you.
So do you think that it's interesting that we are moving towards it's taking on much of the air, which is it's like relative density.
the card for David. So we'll be handing some of these out. Dave, I handed about 50 of these out. I'll hand out some more.
Okay. There's the website behind.
Wow, that's the way to go.
Yeah. And then
that's pretty nice.
I'm really, really proud of what we've achieved. So we're going to wrap this up now.
Goodbye, whoever it is.
There you go.
Say goodbye to everyone. We'll see you in Dallas.
Tomorrow is 2 locations. We've got Ghent and we've got Brussels. So we've got 2 locations tomorrow.
Oh, that's been fun. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
So we just arrived in Ghent in Belgium.
They make on the, you know, on the this. Did you see on the TV? What did they say about the world, the Earth is flat?
We see the light from other planets,
Well, that's,
but you're already dead right now.
well, that's what we taught. I mean, I'd learnt that at school.
But we also learned that at school.
But we don't know that's true.
It is true.
How do we know though? I mean, how are we going to know that something's millions of light years away?
Light travels at a speed of 300 kilometers per second. 300,000, sorry.
Yeah, you know, that's what we taught. However, I watched there's something called the Science Delusion. Have you heard of that? Rupert?
Travel.
Rupert
So long.
Sheldrake?
No. The light gets green. That's it. Yeah.
Even if the speed of light was correct, then you'd still have to make a presumption about the distances of the stars, the sun and moon and all the luminaries. And until we've actually gone there, then, you know, like, until we actually know that they're physical, tangible objects that we can actually triangulate, then we don't actually know the distances of them. So you'd have to determine whether the Earth had curvature and how much.
Yep.
And so, like, when we have tried to detect the Earth's curvature, we found that we can't, you know, basically we can't find any, because there's balloons that go up to 121,000 feet. To be honest, okay, I do, because it's like we go to school to learn, and we go to school presuming to learn facts, and if those facts are inaccurate, then that's a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. This is what problem I find with school, because they don't actually, they teach you facts, but they don't give you very much opportunity to actually critically think about subjects. Where do we see that the Earth is turning? Because I mean, I've been trying to look for evidence that the Earth is actually spinning, and I haven't found any.
You don't think the Earth is spinning?
No. There's been experiments done in the past to detect the Earth's spin, and nobody's ever been able to detect any motion on the Earth at all. Like, so there's the Michelson-Morley experiment, the Sagnac experiment, Nicholson-Gale experiment, aerospace. That is true, and if it is consistent, then you should be able to measure that. And there is an equation to test that. And when people have gone out with like infrared camera, for example, sometimes they've done it from sea level, sometimes they're taking it from a plane, they're able to see at distances that they should not be able to see.
It's like a drawing, it's the CGI, you know, CGI. Yeah, and that's what we really, that's where we really live. How we experience it. Just like that, the sun, just like the same size. You know, not like this massive, popping great sun that they make out. You know how far they say the sun is from Earth? Yes.
Clean it up. Clean it up. Știa să zic eu de vadă și faci de să faci de să te chiar să te
Okay, bye everyone. Bye.
I'm not finished.
No?
I'm not finished.
No? Good. We've got a little bit of a little globe light extra for anyone.
I just wanted to say, you know, like kind of thank you for Lee, really. You know, we didn't really speak about Lee that much. And
exactly that is my thought.
Yeah, I was
exactly.
just
Lee is the man. Lee is the man.
So
whoever stops in front of Lee, he's gonna drop.
Look, I wanted everybody to know this as well.
He's amazing. Lee is amazing.
Okay, well, let me finish. Thank you, Jack.
Sorry.
No,
it's okay.
What it was is like Lee wasn't meant to be on this tour. Lee, at a moment's notice, he went to the convention. That was it. That was his job done.
I know.
At a moment's notice, we asked him, "Would you like to join the tour?" And immediately, just like that.
Hi, Stuart. Hi, David.
He stepped up.
Getting set up here.
Sorry, I've got another. I've got something else playing in the background. I just heard Roxanne talking in the background. Thought, what was that? But yeah, he just stepped up. I mean, to just throw yourself, you know, like out on the tour without having extra clothes or anything, and you know, like, thank you so much, Lee. You're a star. You know, I have so much.
Yeah, Lee, you're the man.
You know, yeah, he's. Kudos to Lee. Thank you very much. And
have to get a set of clips put up. Just with Lee, we'll have to try and find a compilation of clips.
We do.
Of Lee's efforts on the tour. It's brilliant.
He did have some mad bits, and no, he did, because what they don't know is one of his mad bits was he was cooking chips in the camper van while you were driving, Jack. That's mad. Mad.
I was going slow.
I was quite scared when I saw that video. I'm not gonna lie, I was quite scared. I was like, oh goodness.
Only Lee can do stuff like that. It's just Lee.
Love you, Lee. Love
you. Yeah.
No. Well done, Lee. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, really. I just wanted to make sure that Lee got a shout, because I think we left him out.
Yeah, and we'll get a set of clips put together. We'll put a compilation of Lee's clips together, and we'll try and.
I'm waiting for this because I know James has been putting a few of these smaller videos to it, and that's great, and I love that. But I can't wait till James does this epic feature film of everything. You know, like right from the beginning. I'm waiting for it. I know he's thought about it.
Yeah, look, you're ushering him on there again, aren't you, Jason?
Yeah, because his editing skills are really good. Less of the slow motion on me. It's creepy. Don't like that.
So people that have just come into the chat room, and we're actually just winding down. We've been going for an hour and a half now, and we're just literally wrapping up for tonight. The guys have got a trip to go and meet Dave, who's also in the chat room. Dave Murphy will be joining the tour with the guys from Riga tomorrow evening onwards. So please stay tuned to all of the action that's going to be happening the following day in the lovely Latvia city of Tallinn. Is that right? Did I say that right?
You did? Yeah, that was okay.
And if you haven't heard already, please, if you're able to, click one of the links in the description or one of the links that's been posted into the chat room, and please donate as much as a coffee, one that you would have bought yourself tomorrow, or a drink, whatever you can donate to help keep the wheels of this tour turning until the finish line. We've got ourselves a driver, the awesome Jack. We've got ourselves a bunch of activists that are prepared to participate and join the tour. We've also got content creators that are also activists that are prepared to join the tour and film and share as well. So please, come one, come all. If you know you're not on a ball, and put your 2 cents worth into the tour and be a part of it. It is the people's tour. Lisa and Jack and I are proving that to you just now. Me and Jason aren't on the camper. We're here talking to them. on the camper on the borders of Poland, I believe, just now.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you. What shape is the world? I'm going to keep pushing for truth as ever, my darling. Massive shout out to Good Times for All, to Adam Meakin, Scuba Dracula, Plain Permaculture, Steve Filament, Jin CBR1, Paul on the Plane, Ninja Man, Everybody Equals Mind Controlled Squared, Ricardo Monteballo, The Bloody Truth, Clive Albert, Jude, my darling, how are you? Love to you and Paul. D Murphy, as I said, D Murphy 25, he's in the chat room as well. Shout out to you. King Xenomorph, FE Mex, much love to you guys as well. And you, Jason, you're in the chat room as well. Ace McLeod, Robbie Turbo, Lifting the Lid, Robin, lovely to see you in the chat room as well, sweetheart. And I hope I haven't missed anybody out. There's quite a few names in there. Hopefully I've got everybody. I'm just going to Ute, if that's the real Ute.
I think that's the real Ute. We did have the fake Ute in before.
UK Truth, please go ahead and sub to UK Truth 2222. They were his videos that we were just showing you. So please go ahead and check out his channel. Also to FE Mex and to any other content creator in the chat room for live purposes and for playback purposes. Just hit the number 1 now. Put it into the chat room so anyone that's at a glance can see if you're a content maker. And they will click like and sub on your channel with a bit of luck. Until next time, my darlings on the camper van, thank you so much for taking the time and talking with us this evening live on the camper van. And we will be... Hello? Hi? What?
Your microphone.
I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, okay, again.
Thank you so much from you know, the bottom of my heart for tuning in with us from the camper van. I know it's been a bit of a kerfuffle stopping and getting Wi-Fi and getting the signal and getting the link to work and getting the mic to work. We had tech issues galore earlier on, so we missed it earlier on. Thank you to the chat room.
But we did.
As well for being patient with that. So until next time, you guys will be going live from Telenin. I'm hoping we might be able to do this again with you tomorrow night when you meet up with Dave, so that we can chat with you and Dave when he's on the camper van with you. So hopefully, guys, we'll be able to show you that tomorrow night, and then they'll be out in Telenin the following day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big love to all.
Yeah.
Until then, my darlings, try and keep those donations coming in, and we will give you an update tomorrow night.
Come on!
Big love to you guys. Big love to you, Jason. Big love to you, Lisa, Jack, and Igor. And massive love to everybody in the chat room. Until next time, this has been the Globebusters Tour live from the borders of Poland, ready to go into Latvia tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.